Hey, happy Friday, you guys. How are you? How's your week been? Do you feel like the world is in a little bit of a tailspin right now? You guys, I am so, troubled by, especially the stuff that's happened in Las Vegas this week, and I feel almost numb, right? Just watching the news going, is this like for real? Like, Jesus, what is happening? And you feel like for the last little while, there's just been thing after thing, from the hurricanes, Houston and Florida and Puerto Rico, and the earthquakes in Mexico, and then the disastrous, horrific events in Las Vegas, and just stuff happening everywhere. And I'm like, dear Jesus, oh my goodness, we just need you. We so just need you. And I was watching Melinda and her gals in Florida. Did you see Monday's special show with those gals? They're so great. And just talking about the storms of life, right? And the hurricanes, the things that have kind of like, whoa, maybe just sideswiped us, or just been like this storm that you feel like you're never going to get through. And that could be anything, sickness, or a heartbreak, marriage trouble, or kids just going through stuff, or just storms come in so many different ways into our lives. And haven't we all experienced some? And some may take a long time, and some just kind of maybe go a little bit faster, but still just totally turn us off course a little bit, And lots of things I feel like this week have just been heavy on my heart, and it's just been sad, just for the world a little bit, and just what people are going through and now experiencing, especially at Las Vegas. All of those people, those families now just facing tragedy and pain, and just like a new reality, and just trying to navigate this. And so I'm just kind of just been a little heavy-hearted, like we all have been lately. And you know what? I gotta tell you this, you guys. I was doing this video for you, and I had to stop it because my doorbell rang. And I went to get it, and it's this awesome 23-year-old who's selling some products, and his name is Xavier, and he's doing it because he's just trying to make a better way for his life, and very legit, I read through everything, and just a corporation that's just helping young men and women just have a better life. And he lost both of his parents when he was young, and he had a very sick mom, and took care of her until he was 15, and then she passed away. And it was so funny. It was not funny. It was funny that this is the topic this week, the storms of life, and I'm sitting on my front step with this young man and thinking, Jesus, we all just kind of have some hard stuff, But I just love that God is in it with us. I got this kid sitting on my steps tonight, and he's just so happy. And he's like, I'm doing good things in my life, and I've made a big change, and he just exuded this happiness that was just so cool. And yet he's experienced some real hard things and come through some storms. And I just found it so ironic that it was just at this moment while we're talking about this today. And I remember there was this one time, there's this song that's called It Won't Rain Always. And I have this favorite singer. She's been my favorite forever and a day, and her name is Janet Paschal, like Paschal. Google her. I love her. Every single song she sings, I love. All of them. And I grew up listening to her. I wanted to be her. I wanted to sing like her. And I sang all of her songs, And, but she would sing this song, It Won't Rain Always, and she sang it after she battled her storm of cancer. And just there's a line in there that just kind of says, you know, um, it won't rain always, but like the clouds have to go at some point. Like, and the sun is always shining. It's there. The sun is always shining above the clouds. And I just always found that a fascinating line. And then one day, several years ago, many years ago now, I was on an airplane. I think it's from Prince Edward Island to Toronto, and it was with my sister. And let me just tell you this: never in my whole entire life have I ever flown to Prince Edward Island, or had I flown off the island ever. We always road tripped it to PEI from Ontario. It's like a 20-plus hour road trip, but my whole life that's all we've ever done. So I was so excited to fly off the island because I'm like, I want to see it from the air. You know, it's so cool. I've never had that experience before. And it was the gloomiest, darkest, rainiest day ever. It was awful. There were clouds everywhere. It was so gray. And so when we were going up, you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see anything. You couldn't see the outline of the island. You couldn't see the bridge. You couldn't see anything. And I'm like, well, that stinks. But when we were, getting higher and higher into the air, all of a sudden, I had to actually close the shade on my airplane window because the sun instantly was so bright and like, wow, right into my eyes. And it just kind of took my breath away. I'm like, oh my goodness. It is so gray and raining and gloomy right below us. There is a cloud cover that day over Prince Edward Island. But right here above the clouds, the sun is so bright. And I was going through some hard things in my life at the time, and it just so made me remember and be reminded that Jesus, the clouds in my life may be hovering, but you are always there. You are the sun, and you are always there. The clouds are just, they're just there for a moment. They will eventually have to go. They will eventually dissipate, right? And the sun is always shining. Jesus is always shining. He is always there. I don't know what your storm is. I don't know if you're just heavy-hearted, like I am, just watching what the world is going through and just all the pain and heartbreak and everything, hate that just seems to be consuming our world right now. And maybe you are fighting some hard stuff, or your storm is just beating you down. I know it looks gloomy. I know it's raining. But the sun is still shining. It is still there. I promise you. I promise you. It may not look like it at this moment, but it is still shining. Jesus is still there, and He doesn't ever let us navigate a storm alone. He is just through it all with us. I've experienced it in my life, and I was thinking, I'm not going to talk for a long time. You guys are so tired of hearing me talk. You're like, oh, her again. But I was just thinking through this week and just and listening to the girls' show on Monday, especially, and just going, Jesus, I don't even know. What do we say anymore? Like, I know you're here. I know you're with us, and sometimes it's hard, right? But we just have to choose to trust you and choose to keep walking through the storm with you, even though we just kind of feel a little beaten down. But there's this song, guys, everything's a song, right, for me? There's this song, and it's an older song. I don't know how many years now. And again, Janet Pascal, my favorite, sang it many, many years ago. And I haven't heard it for many, many years. But somehow, all day, it has just been so on my heart. And I'm like, I have to print that out. So I just want to read these words to this song. That's all I'm going to do today. I just want to read these words and just kind of like encourage all of our hearts. We all need it. And maybe let's just all soak it in together. Let's just take this Friday to go, okay, God, there's just been a lot going on. So I'm just going to take these words of truth and hope and promise and just soak it in and just let my heart dwell on that and just sit close to you and just would you just help me not to lose grip right now. But here's a song. I'm not putting my glasses on. No. It's just called Through Every Storm. And it says this: impossible to go through life without some hurt, some pain. And you can't live in sunshine always. Sometimes it rains. But God knew every step you'd take, each valley you'd go through. And He chose long ago to walk with you through every storm. God will somehow take you safely without harm. Though at times you may feel frightened and alarmed, through every storm, those nights that you'll spend waiting for the sun, and when you feel your strength is gone, He'll come and carry you through every storm. I know you know yourself so well with all your weaknesses inside, and you can't see how you could ever face a lonely night. But don't you understand your strength is never quite enough? My God's going to have to help you do it. I know He'll see you through every storm. God will prove Himself time and time again. And when your efforts aren't enough, He'll take over then through every storm. Those nights that you'll spend waiting for the sun. And when you feel your strength is gone, He'll come and carry you through every storm. And when you feel your strength is gone, He'll come and carry you through every storm. Ha! Don't we all just need to hear that and soak in that a little bit? He chose long ago to walk with us, and He's not going to leave us, and He's not going to abandon us. And the sun is right there, always shining. Those clouds may be in the way, but the sun is shining, and God is with you, and God is carrying you. And He loves you so much. He's with us. He's with you. I am praying for you. I'm praying for our world. Let's just let God hold us all kind of really close and tenderly to His heart. And just be encouraged, my dear, sweet, beautiful friends, that God is with you through every storm. I love you so much, and I hope that your weekend and your week next week is just so good, and that you can just breathe in the truth and the hope and the love and the peace of Jesus.